welcome back to another video. Well, we're back in the Pilbara, and for a special reason I've brought the camera over just to get one last chance. I know we talked about probably not shooting back here. I was pretty much done here, but that EF 24mm f1.4 lens was built for a place like this, and it's one of those ones where I've never had the chance to use it here, and I thought I'd bring it over this break because I've got a wedding coming up in Perth, so I'm not going to be able, I might miss out a couple of weekends of videos, so bear with me on that. But so hopefully I can fill the gap here. I thought I'd bring that over and I might be able to get a Milky Way, and should be a core horizontal just as it goes dark. I'm hopefully just to be able to get it. It's going to be tricky, fingers crossed. Hopefully it'll work. If it does, well, I'll be back to talk to you soon. If it doesn't, it probably won't be, and you'll never see this. Rightio, let's hit that intro. That's my little composition, and I'll come up here. How good's that low light mode on the Pocket 3? And so what I'm trying to capture is obviously this beautiful tree, and I don't know what this star is up, well, it's way up here, but in the frame it's up here, the star, and then I just want to try and get that Milky Way just coming across the top of that tree. That's sort of my, it's going to be fleeting. It's going to be a one shot, but I'm just getting some shots now with the R6 and the 24mm on. You can see, got it there. So no filter on the front. The filter's in behind here, behind the lens, and it just slots in there. Those little case filters, and that's pretty cool. And I'm hopeful that once that sunset finally dies off, and I'm just trying to get some shots just at the moment, focusing on the tree, trying to get some shots there, and I've just gone up at you can see what I've got there. I don't know if that'll come in. Hopefully that's, see, that's not a bad shot even by itself. Got that little bit of sun and the colour in the background. It's a nice little shot anyway. It's a good little composition. I've been here before at night, just when we did the old, was just shooting moonlight trees. I discussed that proposition. I do have a beautiful big moon tonight, or not a big moon, it's probably about 3/4 of moon. Yeah, a bit over half, I guess, at least over half. So there's a little bit of sort of moonlight there to help us out, but I'm just hoping. My biggest problem is obviously all that light pollution from this camp. Those lights are just no reason at all to have them on, but let's just waste some power. That's another story, the eternal struggle. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Fingers crossed, let's see what we can get. And I just got to do a waiting game. It was 8 o'clock, about 10 past 8. I've got about another 40 minutes before it's going to go dark enough for me to have a chance. And if it does, I'll come back to you then and we'll have a chat, and fingers crossed we can scoop a little thing. It's definitely clear enough. There's a little bit of cloud just on the horizon, and that's where that little golden sort of mist is coming from on the sunset. It's just sort of hanging on. You can barely see it with the eyes, but you can see it better with the Pocket 3 than you can with the eyes. That's how good this little camera is. But I'll come back to you shortly, and fingers crossed we've got something to shoot, because this is a nice little comp. Okay, so while we're waiting, I thought what I'd show you is how I set up, I guess, for a Milky Way core shot. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I use the PhotoPills app. And what I am in here now, I'll just show you this, is called the night AR mode. So I'm in my planner, I put my pin down on the location I'm at, and then you can see on the bottom left near my thumb is, you got now and done, and what it does is gives me, the top left corner's got the time and the date, so it's 7:20 p.m. The white line across the guts, that's the horizon, and then you can see the Milky Way core where it is right at this present. So I just need the darkness to come, And what I then do is I just sit that, I'll turn my light on, hang on. I just sit that on my hot shoe of my camera so I can get the direction I'm facing, and then I can, it's because it's a virtual one, you can sort of see the tree in the bottom below the Milky Way. I don't know if you can, hopefully you can pick that up. So now I can put that on my camera, and then I can match that up, and I can work out where I'm close. So when I start my test shots, I'm pretty much probably 90 to 95% where I need to be. So anyway, that's what I'm looking for. If I can get that galactic core over the top of that tree, that's going to be perfect, and that's what we're aiming for. So now it's just another half hour and waiting, and we should be good. Hopefully that darkness comes quick, and we can get some of that Milky Way goodness. Well, yeah. Damn it. No luck, peoples. So you can see the light pollution. Like, I've got no lights on at all. That's just coming. That doesn't help. I don't think that's why I can see it. I think I've got a sneaky suspicion the old moon. There's got to be a little bit of like dust or something in the atmosphere, and that because that moon's just so bright, it's half a moon. Like, it's that the moon and the camp is putting a fair bit of light on there. And above the tree, basically the Milky Way core I should be able to see it where that star is. That's basically the center of the Milky Way core. So as you can see now, I can't see anything here, which is sort of, a bit of a downer. Mind you, have a look. I've gone over the vertical. I'll swap you. I've gone over the vertical here now. I can show you what I've got. Okay, so that's a vertical version. So you can see that star in the background, and that's where the oh, come on, this is where the Pocket 3 struggles. I just need you to lock on that, buddy. So you can see that star in the background, the tree. Like, it's a great little composition. Come on, buddy, keep that exposure. So you can see where that footage is, and you can see that where that star is, and it's a good little composition, and I really like the composition. It's just not the night for it, unfortunately. If there was no moon, I reckon I had a really good chance. I reckon, yes, there's light pollution over here to the left, obviously camp, which is just going to be a nightmare, and it's really the wrong spot. But beautiful tree, and I've got some good shots. So, yeah, a bit of a shame, real shame. Thought I'd show you a little bit of video and just see what that looks like in there. Sound's probably going to be terrible, but I don't have a microphone hooked up, but I thought I'd just take some video and just see what that does look like. Using HDR-PQ, probably something I need to use a bit more, especially with this lens. So yeah, bit of a shame. Not much I can do about it. I'm just having a bit of a play now and just having a bit of fun. Not a scary wind, so perfect to sort of get everything in the foreground sort of still, which is what you want. Obviously I'm limited with choices and what I can and can't do, so that makes it hard. So yeah, safety and all that other stuff, sort of, it's a bit tricky. Yeah, it's just a shame. Just like and this is the problem always. The only problem I've ever had with shooting out here is you get 1 day a month to do it, and whatever the conditions are, that's what you've got to do. Now, in some cases, that's a good thing. That can lead to getting out of your comfort zone and doing some things that you normally wouldn't do. But when you've got a great little shot like that, and I really think that would have been a really nice shot. If I could have got the Milky Way, it would have been nice. Anyway, I hope you like these photos. It's going to be this beautiful tree and a bit of colour. Maybe those ones at the sunset might have been alright. So there we go. But if anything, anyway, a good little learning lesson and just something to think about. Obviously, you don't always have winds when you come out, and that's life. Not much you can do about that. Go this way so I get a bit more light. Use that light pollution to my advantage. And but yeah, still good to get out. You know, I knew this tree was here, and I've shot it before, doing some other stuff, and I've looked at it, and I do the trees around. Some of the trees around here are fantastic, It's obviously just one of those tricky things where just the time, like probably, yeah, it's definitely over half of moon, which is a shame. I might even go back and just whack the 200-8. I've got the 200-800 lens on here for when I'm in Perth. I've got a wedding in Perth this break, so I may not have a video. Maybe a week where I miss a video, so my apologies in forward of that. But I may just go and get while I got the tripod out and just get the 208 on and see if I can shoot straight up and get some of that moon while it is sort of like that. It might be a good test. We want another reason I like that 200-800 is I've wanted to use it on the moon. But yeah, don't know. Going through the shots, look, it's a lovely little composition. And the horizontal ones, I put it on auto shoot and just interval time and just let it go for a bit to see if I could pick up anything. And there's a few there. Look, there's a few there with a bit of colour from the sunset. I'm just looking at now, like that little in between gold now and blue hour. There's a little bit there, and that tree is a great composition. So. Anyway, yapping on now. Hopefully there might be at least one shot we can put up there. At least you can get to see a little bit of the Pilbara, and it's nice that the 24mm is definitely a great lens for here. Holy hell, 1.4. I literally at 1.4 at sunset, like it was pretty much dark as it is now, and it just blows it right out. I had to take it down to. I was at ISO 100 and I was still picking up the stars at 1.4. Massive difference that 1.4 makes. In all sort of any sort of nightscape or astro photos, 1.4 you just can't beat it. It's just a huge, massive difference from 2.8 at 1535 2.8 to 1.4. I've said it before. I know I harp on about it, but it does make a massive difference. Anyway, you get that. I will see you on the next video, and if I do get back and get that moon with a big lens, well, I'll chuck it on. Hope you enjoyed it. Beautiful night here in the Pilbara, and yeah, we'll say goodbye to the Milky Way. Bye Milky Way. Peace. Got the big lens out, and I couldn't help myself because how good does that moon look? That's pretty wild, isn't it? The photos look really cool, super sharp. The amount of detail you can see on the moon with this 800 is mental. Again, this is HDR PQ 4K video. My little travel tripod couldn't hold it this vertical, so the moon's right on the top of the sky, so I've had to just rest this on a chair. It's a little bit tricky, but I thought, well, while I'm here, I might as well try and get some video of it and just see what it looks like, so you can see what I'm looking at.